Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 78 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, Disney, and Lucasfilm, that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really great about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is of course going to contain many different connections to the prequels and the originals. That's truly going to change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one, and exactly how it's going to reshape the entire franchise. So that is J.J. Abrams' plan. He plans to really add in new mediums to the franchise, while at the same exact time adding in something very much nostalgic to the past 8 Star Wars movies. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and Rey are said to be standing next to each other, where they both appear to be civil toward each other in the moment. It's explained that one of the sequences is said to involve a segment in which Rey and Kylo Ren witness a bright blue light followed by strong gusty winds, where the voice of Luke Skywalker's Force Ghost can be heard in the background, telling Rey and Kylo Ren to close their eyes and to focus on the Force. As they close their eyes, it's said that the environment around them begins to change, where they are now said to be in the netherworld of the Force, where once Rey and Kylo Ren open their eyes, they see the Force ghosts of both Luke Skywalker and Yoda standing side by side. It's explained that Yoda begins to provide a vital lesson to both Rey and Kylo Ren about the Force in general, where Yoda is described to unveil that the Chosen One prophecy still remains active and is near its conclusion and includes a dark and sinister power that must be stopped by the one who is to destroy the Sith once and for all. Now, it's explained that Yoda unveils that the Wills created the prophecy well before the events of the Phantom Menace, and that the prophecy was not complete. However, it started with both Anakin and Luke and will now end with someone else, depending on one's actions to defeat Palpatine. Additionally, it's explained that Yoda cannot tell which is the next Chosen One, Rey, Kylo, or somebody else. However, it's said that to also be a test by Rey and Kylo Ren, by Yoda, and of course Luke Skywalker, where their time is in the netherworld of the Force. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing about Episode 9 is that this movie is going to really introduce new types of Jedi and Sith lore, as well as Force lore in general. Now, when it all comes down to the Force lore, this is where the netherworld comes into play. Now, the first piece was introduced by Rian Johnson, where Yoda was able to interact with the mortal world and cause lightning to hit the tree and stuff around those lines. Some people agreed with that idea, while others did not like that idea. I'm kind of in the middle, to be honest. I kind of just feel like that Force Ghosts should just be able to be Force Ghosts, but whatever have you, let's move on. The thing that really intrigues me about this particular scenario is that Yoda unveils to both Rey and Kylo Ren that the Chosen One prophecy was not complete, and that it was actually created by the Wills themselves many years before the events of the Phantom Menace. So that really is going to be a moment in which it changes how we view the prequel trilogy era, right? The fact that they are trying to do something so intense to the point where there is going to be a new Chosen One really is going to either cause a great divide between fans or is going to really just bring fans back together. Now, it all depends. I, however, think that the next Chosen One, if it is going to be one of the sequel trilogy-based characters, it needs to be Kylo Ren, since he is indeed connected to the Skywalker bloodline. To me, honestly, he deserves that over Rey, in my opinion, because she's not connected to the Skywalker bloodline as far as we know by blood, right? So, with that being said, the fact that there is going to be a Chosen One prophecy in The Rise of Skywalker that will be complete, how it started off with Anakin and Luke and will now end with somebody else. However, Yoda is said to be testing both Rey and Kylo Ren during their time in the netherworld, so you could really see what J.J. Abrams is trying to do here. Once again, just like Yoda testing Luke on Dagobah, Yoda here is testing both Rey and Kylo Ren, and their reaction to, of course, Palpatine rising over in the unknown regions, and what they need to do to destroy the Sith once and for all. Now, there's a lot of talk out there on whether or not this destroys Anakin's sacrifice at the very end of Episode 6, right? a lot of fans are very much confused as to whether or not it really was a good idea for Disney and Lucasfilm to bring back Palpatine alive and well, and whether or not that really does destroy, Anakin Skywalker's sacrifice. Now, yes, the Sith were gone for many decades, 30 plus years, but at the same exact time, Palpatine was still in existence over in the unknown regions somehow, some way. And that's all going to be explained in episode 9 by JJ in greater depth. So, on top of all this, guys, let me know what you think about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.